Know Thyself, the Amusement Park. Here's a short story about Elena, who enters an amusement park hoping to improve herself, only to discover that knowing herself is not about building a better personality, but remembering the peaceful self beneath every belief. Elena had spent years trying to know herself. She had taken personality tests, attended workshops, filled journals, studied her childhood, and wandered through bookstores collecting self-help books with titles like Build a Better You, Become Who You Were Meant to Be, and 10 Steps to Fearless Living. Each book seemed to add another piece to what Elena called herself: sensitive, ambitious, wounded, helpful, independent, afraid of rejection, eager to please, and determined to become spiritual. One afternoon, Elena arrived at an amusement park called Know Thyself. Above the entrance, a golden sign read, "Enter to discover who you really are." Elena smiled. "At last," she said. "This is exactly what I need." Her first stop was the roller coaster of human conditions. The cars climbed slowly while a loudspeaker announced thoughts into her mind. You must become better. You cannot trust anyone. Love will ask too much of you. If you speak honestly, everything may fall apart. Then the coaster plunged. Elena gripped the safety bar as fear, excitement, guilt, and anger rushed through her. The ride twisted through tunnels labeled past, future, approval, and attack. When it stopped, Elena stumbled onto the platform. "That ride revealed a lot about me," she said. A quiet attendant named Samuel stood nearby. "It revealed what you believe," he replied. "That is not necessarily the same as revealing who you are." Elena frowned. "But those thoughts are mine." "They are streaming through your mind," Samuel said. "You can look at them honestly without making an identity from them." Elena continued to the Pop-A-Belief balloon booth. Hundreds of balloons floated against a wall. Each one carried a sentence. "I am a victim. I must keep everyone happy. I am safer when I hide my thoughts. God may ask me to sacrifice what I love. If I let go of control, I will disappear." The booth keeper handed Elena a dart. "Pop the false beliefs," he said. Elena threw quickly, but each balloon she burst was replaced by 2 more. She tried harder. Soon, she was exhausted. Samuel appeared beside her. "You are attacking the thoughts because you think they have power," he said. "What else am I supposed to do? Look at them. Admit that you believe them. Then become willing to be wrong." Elena lowered the dart. She faced the balloon that said, "If I express what I truly think, everything will be destroyed." Her voice trembled. "I do believe this." The balloon stopped swaying. "And I am willing to hand it over." The balloon quietly deflated. Elena turned toward another. "I must please people to remain loved." "I believe this too," she said, "and I am willing to be healed in my mind." That balloon also emptied. One by one, Elena stopped fighting and began offering. The wall slowly cleared. Behind it stood a small bookstore called The Better Person. Inside were all the books Elena had collected throughout her life. She opened one and found lists of new qualities she should acquire, roles she should master, and habits she should use to improve herself. Samuel picked up a book titled Know Your Personality. "These books may help you observe your patterns," he said, "but a better description of the false self is still a description of the false self." "Then knowing myself does not mean understanding my personality?" "It can begin there," Samuel said, "but it cannot end there. Beneath the bundle of concepts is something that does not need improvement." He led Elena out of the bookstore and into a quiet garden at the center of the amusement park. No rides spun there. No music played. No mirrors reflected an image. Elena sat beneath a tree. Without the noise, she noticed how uncomfortable she felt. She wanted another ride, another book, another answer, anything to keep her from the stillness. "What am I supposed to find here?" she asked. "Nothing," Samuel said. "Let what is false be revealed. What is true does not need to be invented." Elena closed her eyes. Thoughts continued to rise. Mistrust, private judgments, old grievances, fear of God, fear of love, and the belief that honesty would lead to punishment. Instead of hiding them, she let each one be seen. "I thought knowing myself meant becoming someone better," she whispered. "And now?" "Now I see that I was studying the costume." Samuel nodded. Beneath the costume, Elena felt a quiet presence that was not wounded by the past or threatened by love. It did not need attention, achievement, or spiritual status. It was not trying to become enlightened. It was simply peaceful. A question arose gently within her. "What is your will for me?" The answer was not a command. It felt like perfect happiness. Elena opened her eyes. I have been denying what I truly want. Yes, Samuel said. You thought God's will competed with yours. Yet your true will and perfect happiness are not separate. As they walked toward the exit, Elena passed a final attraction called the gift shop. The shelves were empty. A sign read, "Satisfaction is not found in getting." You were created to create, give, and serve with the gifts of God. Elena laughed. So there is nothing here to buy? Nothing you need, Samuel replied. But there is much you can give. At the park entrance, the golden sign had changed. It now read, Know Thyself. Not the bundle of beliefs, but the love beneath them. Elena left without another self-help book. She did not leave as a perfected personality. She left willing to look honestly at every fearful thought, to hide nothing, and to remember that beneath every roller coaster of belief, the true self remained peaceful, whole, and forever joined with God. May we sing, rest, and dance our way home together.